Well, we are here now. That's the British Embassy behind me. And people are starting to gather. We have signs. We are protesting. I'm wearing my Build Israel Great Again hat. It's scheduled to go at 6, but people are here early. And yes, you wouldn't believe it, but here in Tel Aviv, despite all of the negativity about Tommy Robinson that the British press and especially the Jewish Chronicle and other established Jewish figures like to put out, people actually listen to what Tommy says. People watch Tommy's videos. People know he is not an anti-Semite, anti-Shemi. People know that he is a genuine, non-racist guy fighting the system. And there's Yankee. Yankee called this. Dina is the other person. She called it. And I didn't organize this. And to be honest, I'm absolutely bloody amazed. We got a few people. There's more coming because we set the time for 6. So we'll see how many are there. And I'm going to go live again when people get here. And I just want to address
most
this.
of the people don't know anything.
Yeah.
Because also the media, the lefty media here does not cover it.
Yeah, the media is not covering this, obviously. But I want to explain something. This is a message for the judge. The judge in the court case in Leeds. The one who sent the police outside to arrest Tommy Robinson. The judge who took him inside, who lied to his counsel that he was going to release him, and then who tried him, convicted him, and sent him to prison, and then banned the UK press from talking about. This is for you, Judge. This is for you, Judge. Okay? What you should have done is put on your wig and your gown, and you should have walked outside of your court onto the street. Because as far as I know, whilst you are a king in your court, by arresting Tommy Robinson off the street outside your court without a warning and sending him to prison for over a year without a warning, based on a previous conviction which was pretty unsafe anyway, what you did was you extended your jurisdiction and your power, Judge. You extended it to the street outside your court. And I don't know whether the British people understand that. And I don't know whether the British people elected that and gave that power to you, the British subjects. Okay? So you extended your power, I think, dramatically. What you should have done is gone out on the street in your wig and your gown, should have walked up to Tommy, because he's a very, very sensible guy, and you should have said to him, listen, Tommy, there's a very important court case going on here. We're trying to get some of these people and find out if they're guilty or innocent and sentence them accordingly or release them. But we're trying to do it fairly in the British way. What you're doing, you could have told him this. What you're doing is prejudicial. Stop doing it. And you know what? He probably would have listened. I don't know if he'd have stopped, because Tommy's a hothead kind of guy. But he might have stopped. But at least if you'd given him that chance, you wouldn't look like a fascist dictator in your own little court world by sending him to prison, which could have been a death sentence for him. So, Mr. Judge, I think you made a mistake. Or Mrs. Judge, I can't actually tell. The reporting is so confused from Britain because of your banning order. I don't know if you're a man or a woman. There's conflicting reports. How crazy is that? But then again, we're living in an age where I shouldn't really assume anybody's gender. So, Judge, you created a protest on the streets of Tel Aviv. Think about that. Think about how you managed to create a protest on the streets of Tel Aviv by jailing one man called Tommy Robinson. I'm going to Periscope again when there's more people here, because 6 o'clock was the appointed time for the start, which is in about 20 minutes or so. But I'm impressed that people here in Israel with no press coverage at all, I can tell you. It's just the social nets, just the internets, just the web, just me, just Periscope, just Yanni, just Dino. That's who got people on the street here. But really, it was that judge in London, in Leeds. Well done. Well done. Think how this makes Theresa May look and feel. All right, speak to you all later. Keep watching for my Periscope, subscribe. I'm Brian of London, but I live in Tel Aviv.